Welcome to another section of Pellet Tech 101. Today we have a Harman stove and I want to show you how you remove and clean the ESP thermistor probe, which is mounted in the exhaust. The ESP thermistor probe in a Harman stove is detecting temperature inside of that exhaust all of the time. So it actually controls a number of the different functions inside of the stove and acts as a safety device. It's very important to keep it clean. As exhaust goes through the system, the combustion fan, and out the vent pipe, it can tend to allow that probe to get dirty. And the dirtier that it gets, the less that it's actually sensing temperature correctly. So I tell people to do it once every 3 tons or so, or about once a season on average. You can't hurt to clean it more periodically than that. But at least once a year, you're going to want to pull out that ESP probe and give it a good cleaning. So the tools that I'm going to need to do this are basically a ratchet with a 1/4 inch socket on there. I also have an extension in place, which is handy. And then I have a nut driver with an extension on it, same thing, 1/4 inch attachment on there. So the ESP probe is a wire that mounts directly to the back of the control board, and it comes right into the exhaust manifold or to the exhaust housing over there. So, and it's just held in with a small 1/4 inch tech screw. And so I'm going to use my ratchet and my socket to kind of initially break that free. And now that I've broke it free, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my nut driver with my 1/4 inch socket attached. So it's about a 1/2 inch long tech screw that's in there. And again, anytime that I'm working behind the stove like this, I always want to make sure that it's unplugged from the wall. Very important. And we have that tech screw out. I give it a little wiggle. We got it out in our hand. Our ESP probe is loose. So I'm just going to gently pull that out. Just a small hole that's inserted into. And that exposes our exhaust ESP probe. You can see that this one does have a little bit of buildup on there. And so what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to get this back down to a nice bare shiny metal again. So I just have a piece of Scotch-Brite pad here. You can use a really fine steel wool. Anything along that nature will work fine. But I'm just going to clean it. It is a very sensitive device. So we don't want to use anything with really hard bristles. Again, Scotch-Brite really works well, as does like a triple O steel wool. That also works really well cleaning this down. So again, we're just kind of cleaning all sides of it, and as you can see already, it's already shining up pretty nice here. And just a little bit more, and I think that we're ready to go ahead and put this back in. Again, important not to give too much pressure on it. We don't want to bend it. We don't want to hit it. Just a nice scrub all the way around. As you can see, we have that right back down to bare metal. And now I'm ready to go ahead and reinsert that back in the stove. So, again, essentially I have my port where I pull the screw out, and then I have the port where the probe goes in. So again, nice and gentle. I'm not forcing anything here. I'm just going to kind of line that right up, make sure that it's all the way flush in there. And grab my nut driver with the 1/4 inch tech screw. And we're going to go ahead and get that remounted back in there. And it always helps to have a nut driver that's magnetic, so that screw holds in place. But once we have it there, yeah, there we go. I'm just going to tighten that down. No need to over tighten it, just needs to be snug. Just like that. That is how you properly remove and clean an exhaust thermistor probe in a Harman stove. We'll see you next time for another session of Pellet Tech 101.